we're back.
Ooh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back after what was a very interesting first hour of Legends of the Multiverse. Now we all know what exactly our counterparts are going to be playing on the official Dungeons and Dragons live stream. I hope that people are furtherly intrigued and interested in checking out the rest of the first episode later when it airs as a VOD or upload to either the official Twitch or YouTube channels. I was particularly interested to see the Kenda make a appearance from the offset. Really cool to see some Dragonlance lore represented right at the beginning, as well as was a very stark redesign of what we believe is an autonome for Megan Kenrick's character. It's a shame that we had to leave just as Hakatha Slim was being alluded to, but I'm sure we'll get to learn what the involvement will be for the gun-slinging Illithid.
Yeah, I really I love the plasmid in there. The voice was so
that was my
good.
favorite
At the start. I think she went off with the voice because it would probably be a killer to do that voice for a whole session, but
yeah, it was a really good voice to begin with. It's interesting that that's the angle that she went with to, reason not doing an incredibly taxing voice for the entire stream.
I like Io.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of flair. I like him.
Right.
I like Sunny a lot.
Sunny is cool. All right.
Yep.
Let's get a roll call. Who we got in chat? How many of us have managed to drag ourselves away from the interesting and exhilarating premiere presentation of Legends of the Multiverse?
I think I saw Nasir. Seduce me.
All right, we're gonna do it
right,
for you,
I'll
Lucky
say
Bird. All right, play. Roll the content, James.
All right.
Give the people what they want.
Everybody ready?
Be prepared.
Captain's log. Man, what a wild ride the last couple of months have been. Even crazier than back in the good old days. I tried my best to be as good a captain as you were, Fargrim, but damn, if it ain't hard to keep a posse together. Despite that, though, I finally managed to complete my first impossible bounty. What do you think of that, old man? Well, I guess I should let you know how we did it then. It all started on the Rock of Brawl when I was holding some tryouts for a new crew. I saw a bunch of colorful characters, one of which was a gift munition expert by the name of Chutney. But just as I was about to close things up, Dargaz the Arcane arrived and invited me for dinner. It was at the Man of War where I first met Praecordium. Now, how do I describe someone like him? Well, I suppose the first thing that struck me about him was that big old blue head of his. He's a naive soul, grew up in some kind of magical simulation, but despite his inner villain, he's always had my back. From there, we tried to earn a few coins to muster up enough gold to buy a bigger Spelljammer to mount the Artemis on so we could reach the limits of realm space. We got involved with some odd jobs, like fighting in the arena of blood on the Laram spaceport, competing in a cooking contest to win back what we thought was Large Luigi's cookbook, and even tried to hunt down my old nemesis, Gnarlclaw. Not gonna lie, we had some pretty close encounters. Chutney got turned into some kind of insectoid monster. Damn. That one still stings. But eventually, we found a lead for a larger ship. One which would support our growing crew, which by now included the Dracon warrior, Celestian, and, for a time, Gliz, the sewer goblin. His title says it all, doesn't it? There was a catch to this new ship, though, as there always is. The ship was an old carnival train dumped off by the bankrupt Dowar cartel. We tried to salvage it from a scrapyard on the outskirts of the Laram spaceport, but the owner of the scrapyard showed us a writ of passage from Apogee Corporation that suggested that they had already bought the Spelljammer. We infiltrated their building, made it to the top floor, and searched the CEO, Faze Gibbis's, office. While we were there obtaining the deed, I found a letter addressed to Faze from my old music tutor, Ringalo Flitterfingers. Not to mention, a cello bow with his engraving on it. That was the last thing in the realm that I was expecting to see in there. In the end, it turned out the Spelljammer was being hidden inside a hangar back at the very same scrapyard. We moseyed on over there, claimed the ship for ourselves, and made for Carpree in pursuit of Large Luigi's cookbook. But just before we set off, a man by the name of... What did Bray call him again? Aeolian Windstrider? Brought another crew member aboard our ship. Now, I had never seen an Ortling before in the flesh, but from what I've heard, Épta is no ordinary Ortling. The little guy's all nervous and jittery, but apparently he'd been having visions of Praecordium, of all people. Aeolian had brought him halfway across the solar system looking for us, so how could I say no? Turns out, our new squishy friend is one hell of a psionicist. He can move things with his mind and turn the magic inside his brain into tangible energy, and hot damn is that impressive. With Épta on board, we landed atop a desert island amidst the green belt of Carpree. We chugged some juju juice, stuffed some gill grass in our mouths, and headed underwater towards the city of Marinopolis. Well, everyone except for Praecordium, who opted for a bubble man suit on account of his allergy towards seawater. We made our rounds at the Cirque de Glace, where Épta and Prey created a distraction, while I snuck into the manager's tent and retrieved Large Luigi's cookbook from under the snout of a space swine. Just goes to show you, it pays to have a few sneaky tricks up your sleeve. We figured we'd earned a celebratory drink over at the Pearl Trident, but it was during a mesmerizing jazz set that the oldest patron in the bar, Salty Dave, recognized me for who I was and revealed to me the secret behind Dovrion the Dread's elusiveness. Now you remember him, right, Fargrim? So I set my sights on this impossible bounty immediately. Turns out, we had to use the Pearl Trident itself at the exact right time and the exact right place to open up a vortex to the plane of water. Simple, right? It was a rough journey to get there, though. Just as we got to the vortex, some kind of fractal pyramid appeared as if out of thin air, and a knight wearing armor with the same design of the ship completely scrambled Praecordium's big old brain. Once within the endless sea, Salty Dave sailed us to a rock suspended in the water. It was on this rock where some Sahagin had been hiding Dovrion away from prying eyes, in an ancient temple dedicated to the shark god Sokola. After defeating the Morkoth that claimed Dovrion was their thrall, it surrendered the dread right over to us in exchange for its life. Before we left the temple, we investigated the lower confines of the complex. Turns out, Dovrion had been incubating an avatar of Sokola down there and was gonna use it to dominate the oceans of Carpri, kicking the Imperial Elven Navy off the planet once and for all. Well, that sounded like a big hell no in my book. So we destroyed the little avatar without a second thought. On the way back to the material plane, Salty Dave approached me to thank me for my help in getting him his revenge. He rewarded me with the memory crystal you left him, Fargrim. Well, I'm here now. Some of our fellow crewmates decided to stay behind in Marinopolis. Just couldn't bring themselves to leave a city with such a rich, bedazzling district. I will never in all my life understand the fascination with bedazzling and fake jewelry, but to each their own, I guess. I left Prey and Épta back on Brawl. Told them they were free to do as they pleased, but that I might contact them soon to help with my projects. And here I am, spilling my heart to a damn crystal again. Man, I've been alone too long. I am glad that you made these tiny mini-jammer pilots, though. If it wasn't for them, I would have gone stir-crazy by now. Well, I guess that's the end of the log. Wonder what Prey and Épta have been up to. Probably having some kind of crazy adventure, I assume. Never thought I'd miss them as much as I do right now. Gideon, out.
We're back.
Okay. Well, I hope people enjoyed that, and it did ample amounts of bringing you all up to speed with what occurred in Arc 1. Not that too much of what our former captain, Gideon Villiers, had to say there will potentially be affecting the current storyline of Arc 2. But it was nonetheless good of Justin to find time amongst his busy schedule to help us out with that. I also want to give a massive shout out again to all of the artists who just featured. We have, obviously, for the original character portraits, we had Alma working on Praecordium and Gideon, and then for our latest character portraits, the one that was just displayed for Épta was done by Christina, Nephilim Digital Artworks, and then the various NPC and Spelljammer artworks were done by JC Flores and Gaston Garcia. The detailings and graphic design have all been presented by none other than Rolozan or Lorenzo. So big props to all of those guys. Thank you, James, for running that for me, and I hope you all enjoyed what little editing prowess I do currently have to flex. But as Captain Gideon Villiers alluded to at the very end of his monologue to the memory crystal in Fargrim's Forge, it's been a month since the captain saw his crew. He believed that by now they would have picked up some thread or lead of adventure and have taken themselves back to coursing away through the stars and to the very reaches of realm space. But maybe if Gideon could see what had become of his former or soon-to-be former crewmates, he would probably not be quite as proud. We zero in once again on the Rock of Brawl, a wonderment of a city built atop an asteroid that is currently located amongst the asteroid belt known as the Tears of Selûne, a trail of space debris that washes out and into the orbit of the moon of Toril. But if we hone in yet further, we find ourselves in the lower district, the squalor maritime dregs of Brawl society, where the workers, the shipwrights, and the sailors come to rest and respite. And none other than the most famous tavern in all of Brawl. A tavern that for some time has been known as the Laughing Beholder, on account of its potentially even more famous patron. None other than Large Luigi, the friendly beholder, who currently holds counsel, as the best barkeeps do, with those who have lost their way, with individuals who have the greatest questions of life floating about their giant skulls.
I need a new villain name.
Why?
Well, remember that letter that we got, like, 4 weeks ago? Calling us to adventure?
Yeah?
Well, it had Dillon written out on it, and I'd never seen it written out, you know? And it just seems so silly to have a name like Dillon for a villain name, right? Even though it rhymes. But, you know, I've been brewing up some stuff. And Épta, remember I asked you to think of your new villain name? You never got one.
Yes. Yeah, how about the cleaner?
I mean, that's, like, honestly not that bad. I was expecting something way worse.
Yeah, because I'm really good at swabbing.
Okay, well, I was thinking more like you're like, you clean after crimes, you know? Wipe the fingerprints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're a villain, you're dirty. You do dirty deeds, and I clean up the dirty deeds so good guys can't come in and find us. Yeah.
Luigi, what do you think about the cleaner?
So Large Luigi is
Rob,
hard at work, as always.
Your video is glitching, and you're like,
oh my
just
god, look at me. I'm doing like
nodding your head.
Yeah, I'm doing the like Gandalf glitch.
There he is.
Did that
Alright,
fix
he's
it?
back.
Oh, Matt's doing a pretty good impression, to be fair. Am I fixed now?
Yeah, he's fixed now.
Okay. All right. Good. So Large Luigi is hard at work. The Laughing Beholder this day is bustling, not just with patrons, but it also looks like there are a few of the workers, Large Luigi's staff, particularly as you know him, Mini Mario, the very short mind flayer who serves as the kitchen staff for Large Luigi's establishment.
Hey, Mario.
Are kind of like running around, almost like the Three Stooges with ladders on their backs, dressed in white overalls, carrying cans of paint, going through a refurb. Large Luigi is trying to keep all of his, his many eye stalks, pride on each individual's activity, and then he immediately stops his focus on what's going on around him and turns all of the eyes towards you, Praecordium.
See,
you know what I think, Prey? I think you've been in here for a month, and you've been feeling sorry for yourself. And this thing's gotta go somewhere. People are gonna get bored if you just sit here all day.
Well, we
gotta go on an adventure.
Well, we have to have a good, villain group name before, like...
Oh. Look, I already know what you're gonna call yourself, but I can't give you all the answers.
Alright, can I just, run a few by you?
Alright.
Right, overall group name, how about we're, the Shadow Plague?
Nope, that one's trademark.
Oh, wait, what about the Dominators?
The Indominators, that one's pretty good.
Good try, Épta. I'm glad you spoke up and you gave your opinion, but that's terrible.
Okay, I will take your criticism and pretend it doesn't hurt.
Right.
That's good. That's what we talked about. Remember,
Right,
1,
wait.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I take a little breath now before I.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we've been workshopping for a while, and I think the one that we keep coming back to is the super union of villains.
How many times have I said it, Praecordium? That's the one.
That's
Just
the one.
go with it already.
The super union of villains, and the ones that go along with that, like me being the Equinox.
Yep. That's good. I like the
Yeah,
Equinox. So does James.
Equinox, the leader of the SUV.
Yes.
It's close. It's missing something.
Yeah, it's a lot better than what I put in.
What about you, Celestian? Are you in on the whole SUV thing?
Yeah, do you like getting SUVs? In this SUV, yes.
You know, Prey, since Gideon left, you leader of herd now.
That's right.
I'm here. Never abandon the herd.
About due for some respect, huh?
Don't push it.
Won't push it anymore.
I really appreciate your
So,
patience,
because
Celeste.
of your, whole deal, I'm thinking of the SUVs, you would be the Wrangler, right? Because you wrangled horses.
I mean, I wrangle good. I guess that work.
I thought he would just wrangle all the do-gooders that go in our way.
And, hey, Chutney? How's it going over there? You still nursing that sore head?
Yes, Praecordium. What is it? Sorry, I was just so indulged in my watermelon daiquiri.
You feeling okay?
Oh, right as rain as ever. Yes.
Is you coming off the medications or whatever they gave you?
Yes, I've been taking them very reliably. I know I'm not lying to him. Shush.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. What about you are under the brand name of our new villain organization that we use purely in hypothetical situations when we're pretending to be villains? How about you be Armada Man? But that.
I don't like that.
Oh, wait.
It would offend,
What about...
it would make him really happy if I just said yes. Okay. Yes.
Wait. No, wait. What about this, Chutney? Durango.
Well,
It sounds exotic.
that does have a good ring to it. But, I mean, you came up with it. Why don't you just take it as your villain name?
I thought I was the cleaner.
Well, I mean, Durango just kind of seems to fit with everything else, don't you? Don't you agree?
Oh. Okay, I'll be Durango. I feel like I need a hat.
Yes. So we've got everyone's villain
name
name sorted out.
Big enough.
We got 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. Everybody's
Yeah,
villain's
35.
name sorted out. We've got the grand title. As long as nobody else comes to, join our party here, we should be fine. We don't have to do any more brainstorming, and we can finally open up this letter and see what it says.
Unfortunately for Praecordium, there is a pair of individuals sitting in a booth at the back of the Laughing Beholder, keenly eavesdropping on their incredibly loud and public conversation. Dillon, would you like to introduce yourself and then give everyone a description of your character?
Sure. Hello, I'm Dillon. My character is quite tall, pretty muscular. He's wearing a sort of silver jumpsuit cinched at the waist with a utility belt. He's wearing sort of work boots. He's kind of slumped over a little bit over the table, talking to his comrade. He has very huge mutton chops that go all the way down his face. A little bit of salt and pepper. He's up in his age for a scrow, which is what he is. To a normal person, he probably looks like an orc if they've run into them before, but he's most definitely not one of those. And part of his face looks like he suffered a pretty terrible wound and was reconstructed at some point. And besides his jumpsuit, you can see the few sort of ornaments he has seem to be of some sort of military origin, but you would need to know Goblinoid to really understand. And yeah, I'll lean over to my comrade. Did you hear? The big one said Gideon.
Right. Matt, would you kindly describe the character that Chernobog just spoke to?
Yeah. So Chernobog is leaning over, speaking to a 3-foot tall Hadozi. He's got blonde fur on his face and down onto like the tops of his shoulders, and then black fur on his head down, covering the rest of him. He's got a short little tail that curls in the back, and glider-like wings that extend from his wrists to the back of his shoulder blades. He's wearing a black trench coat with shredded scraps of studded leather tied to his chest, and he has a little white rectangular box on the stool next to him with a little red cross on it.
Okay. Well, it looks like Cherno has heard something pretty interesting to you, Belinus.
What do you think? Think those are the ones we're looking for? They said one would be blue and the other would be veiny, but I don't know. I can't exactly tell.
That's what it looks like.
Why did you?
It sounds like they said Gideon.
Tiny monkey.
Thank you. This tiny monkey has this amazing bassy voice. So good. You're a genius, man. You don't get enough credit. Oh,
How does he even produce it?
You don't know.
Well, can you go and, I don't know, sneak up on them? Is that what you do? Gotta scope them out.
Yes, I can get probably pretty close. And I will hop down from my stool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put my little white box over my shoulder, and I will try to slink closer to them.
Okay, so you start to slink over. Roll me a stealth check.
Yes, sir. 15.
15, yeah, that's not bad. What's the highest passive perception we have here? I don't imagine Praecordium or Épta have a passive perception that high. No.
So, I think I do.
You do?
Yeah, because I got a proficiency in perception. So it's plus 5, so it's 15, so it matches.
You meet it. So whilst Praecordium is,
So, anyways,
enthralled-
what are we thinking
yeah.
for a team motto?
by the conversation about team mottos, team uniforms, evil villain lairs, what have you, the paraphernalia that every good evil organization needs to
What's our
invest
origin
in.
story?
Yeah. You notice like trying to stay hidden behind one of the large pillars that were clearly taken from the mast of a ship and placed in the middle of Large Luigi's bar is a very small, adorably faced, almost capuchin-like Hadozi, who is keeping a very keen eye and ear trained on your group.
After this goes up, just turns around, and goes, and turns right back around to Bellas. He goes, yeah. It's a very awkward way and smile.
Oh wow.
So he's waving at me.
Yes. After is trying to be more confident himself, and this is the first step.
So Belinus will, upon realizing he has been spotted, he will sort of just waddle over to a stool near where they're sitting.
Mhm.
Are they? You guys are sitting at the bar?
Yeah.
He will
Yeah.
waddle up to the bar and just hop on a nearby stool, like kind of climb up the side of it. He'll sit down, he'll look at large Luigi, and he'll just... Luigi,
Yeah, what can I get for you, little guy?
can we have 2 whiskeys, please?
One for you and one for Cherno.
Yes, please.
Okay. He'll use his telekinetic ray from his eye to pour out a whiskey, and then he'll slide it over the bar to you.
I will pull a couple coins out, slap them down on the bar, and look at, now that I'm close, look at Praecordium and Épta, and then kind of squint at them, and then
Like
hop
little
take
evil monkey squint.
I'll pick up the one drink with my tail, and I'll grab the other one with both hands and just kind of hop down from the stool, and kind of scurry back over to Cherno.
After was a little bit like, okay, he was about to like unfurl his cape and look down in his cape for conversation topics. Like, oh, okay.
He has cue cards and he just slides them back in.
Yeah, no, and it's written all in his like his cape. He was like, okay, next time, remember, be more.
All right.
Sort of start.
You did good, Épta.
Yeah.
Remember, you do good. You don't have to worry so much.
Well,
Yes, and I appreciate that Mini Mario is a good and doesn't want to eat my brain.
I was talking to Mini Mario. Hey, Mario! And Large Luigi's gonna float off to hassle his employee.
Well, it seems like-
He's saying he appreciates that Mini Mario doesn't want to eat his
No,
brain.
he's remembered that he's supposed to be keeping an eye on Mini Mario. So he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Prey will
I just
take
put
out.
Mini Mario on the bus.
Prey will take out the letter, and he'll say, "I think it is finally time to open up this letter addressed to the villain formerly known as Dillon."
Wait. Does your name change like who you are, and therefore you don't?
Well, I'm still
you can't open a letter to
Praecordium.
everyone
That's
else?
just my villain persona, right? It's how I
But
present
are you-
myself to the masses.
Okay, I think I'm just thinking too deep into this.
Yes, you are. I open up the letter and whip it open with a flourish.
Mhm. It's like Praecordium got his mojo back. He's been sitting here drinking Shirley Temples for the last month, racking his giant brain over what he should be calling himself and the crew, and he's finally...
I've
Made a
landed
decision.
on the equinox.
Yeah. There we go. At least you didn't call yourself Moonlight.
Durango.
Okay, so yeah, you flourish a letter opener, you undo the seal, and you unfold the letter inside. But whilst you're beginning to read the letter, Belinus has returned to Cherno in their booth.
What do you think, Bell? think that's the crew?
Waddle up, kind of reach up onto the table to stick the glass in front of him, and then climb back up into my seat.
Thank you. I'll pay you back next time.
Don't worry, I cover. Yet that is definitely them. I would think.
So, what next? We just go up and talk to them?
Yes.
Oh,
It's a good idea.
yeah. Okay. I just remember the last time I did that. It didn't end up so well for me.
It's okay. We practice. We go up. You speak to them, and we figure it out. Yes.
Oh sure. Okay, just make sure I don't get stabbed this time. All right.
It's okay. If someone stab you, I shoot them, and then I fix stab wound.
Thank you. And I'll just down the whiskey and stand up, and I will approach Praecordium.
I will also down my whiskey, and then hop up on his shoulder.
That's awesome.
Captain Barbosa in
That's
chat.
it.
Seeing the monkey come back after be like, we'll turn to the bar and go, and unfurl his cape says, "Hello, how are you, weather? Are you doing food today? Hi."
Drops all of the cue cards on the floor.
I've already eaten today, little child, but thank you for asking.
You know, it's strange. He's actually very old.
Oh, okay.
I am the oldest Ortling I know.
He looks like Big Head Baby.
Yes, that has been said many times. No, he is not my child. Again, older than me.
That's. I'm glad we got that straightened out, but
Yes.
So you're his big weird child then?
It's like a Baby Yoda situation, if that makes sense to you.
Oh god.
I actually
No, baby, but I'm gonna buy it.
I wanted to speak to you, Mr. Blue Man. I reach out my hand. My name is Chernapong.
Praecordium, good to meet you. The new captain of whatever our ship's name is. I don't think we named our new ship.
Never named it.
No. Maybe we should have been thinking about a name for the ship. Luigi, another month at the bar, please.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was thinking that
I've
too.
had it with you, Mario. And you hear large Luigi like screaming at Mini Mario, and Mini Mario like drops all of the paint cans on the floor, and then bites his he sticks his thumb up into his circular mouth, and he bites at it and flicks it up at Luigi. Goes, "Oh, you didn't just do that to me. You know, the people upstairs, they said in the book you wasn't gonna be here, and I was gonna keep you here, but now you're out of the book, so you gotta go."
Did I cause
Whoa.
that?
It looks
No,
like
no.
there's a rebranding
He's gonna
happening
be
at
goblin.
the Laughing Beholder, too.
You couldn't even put the sign up right. And you see that he's dropped a sign on the ground that was to be retrofitted to the like, what's it called? The crossbeam of the doorway. And instead of saying the Laughing Beholder, it says the Happy Beholder.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be like a bar and sweet store because you changed from laughing to happy. And people seem happy when they eat sweets.
Look, it wasn't my decision. It was the wizards who live upstairs, all right?
Hey Luigi, when are you gonna start karaoke nights up again?
I don't know. Not until I know what's what with this new book. I told you, Prey, you're gonna have to be real careful now. Things are gonna change.
How do you know about the book I have in my backpack?
I ain't that book. Don't worry about it. You won't know the difference anyway, and he'll float down and kind of rest his.
What do you mean?
his
It's
Orba
always been
self.
the happy beholder.
No, don't try that. We all know the truth.
I don't know what these wizards are, but they seem scary and vicious.
Oh, they're all powerful. They're the only people that I fear. If I don't appear in that book, I'm gone.
No. Will I be gone? Oh,
No, you're fine. You're a PC. You don't matter.
I have no
I-
idea what's
I'm
happening right
politically
now.
correct.
But back to our conversation. Cherno, you said your name was?
Yes. I couldn't help over here. You know a man named Gideon?
Yes, I do. He is my captain once removed.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know if that's how it works, but it's how it works now.
I'm sure it's different all over the place, so I guess it works here. But
My captain in
You-
waiting. Oh, captain, my captain.
you're captain of honor.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, I was hoping to maybe get in touch with Gideon.
Oh.
Maybe if you could introduce him to me.
Not everyone can see Master Gideon. He's a very important man.
I could use his help. I sort of looked at Belle. What should I say?
Come on, we practice this. You talk to them. You looking for this Gideon guy. I help you find him. I help you find these two.
Okay. Well, what would you need from me for this introduction?
Well, I mean, you gotta be vetted. It's kind of like a rite of passage, like maybe a few adventures or something. You want to go on an adventure with us?
Sure.
We've been thinking about re-adventuring, going out. We've been in this bar for a month. You know, getting a bit stir crazy.
I kind of.
Also, can't run ship without enough crew.
That's right. You will be very welcome aboard our choo-choo train.
I will kind of like
New name.
nudge Cherno in the head with my elbow.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Yes, of course. Bell here is quite a skilled physician, and I have some skill with the sword and some healing abilities as well. I'm sure we
just
can make
come-
ourselves useful.
Come here for a moment.
Sure.
He takes your hand and he places two fingers on your wrist.
Yep, you have a pulse. You're in.
Oh, good. Okay.
James, did you just use your racial feature?
Well, I have to do that on a long rest, don't I?
No, I don't believe so. Usually it's when you make contact, so you could do it now if you wanted to.
Sure, I form a bond with Cherno.
Okay. So for a split second, Chono, as your hand and Praecordium's touch, you feel almost like a static, a bizarre energy that flicks off of both of your hands, and for a singular second, you see yourself through the eyes of Praecordium, and then you are plunged into this abyss where this gaping, like devilish mouth is opened up, and you fall through it, and you hear this villainous laugh that sounds like it could only come from Praecordium, and then you're back in the room, like some incredibly bizarre daydream entered your head.
Lovely meeting you.
Did anyone else see that?
It's okay. My life flashes before my eyes all the time.
I guess.
Watch this. Boo!
Oh,
I'm trying to be braver. Okay.
We're putting him through stress tests.
Yeah, I've actually
And,
gotten a lot better.
What's your friend's name?
This is Bell. You can introduce yourself.
My name is Bellinus.
Hello.
Hello, Blue Man.
It's, what's in that box?
It's a box.
What's in the box?
He doesn't like talking about the box.
Okay.
I will take the lid off the box.
Oh God.
It
It's like
just
a
looks
golden
like no, it's like a. When you look into the box, it just looks like shadow. Like you can't see anything in it.
That's metal.
Yeah, but then there's like a condensing vapor around it, right? There's almost
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like,
cold coming off of it.
Like the steam you would see coming off of dry ice, coming out of the shadow, but there's you can't actually see into the box.
Well, I just love both of your vibes. So anyway, here's our adventure. It's been handed to me in a letter, so I'm gonna go back to reading it.
Okay, so Praecordium, as is his nature, rudely goes back to the thing that has grasped his attention for this moment in time, and
It's the
you
only thing
read.
that matters.
You read the letter in its full breadth, Praecordium. The letter reads as follows: Dear the infamous Dillon, you may recall there was a time where you and I did business together. You put on such a splendid display and performed far better than the fodder that normally enters my arena. I have it on good reconnaissance that you have managed to gather a Spelljammer of rather substantial size. If it would interest you, I have a mission, one which involves you carrying incredibly precious cargo from one port to another. I will reward you handsomely upon completion of this mission. If you wish to know more, make your way to my office in the jungle ward behind the arena of blood. Signed, Alkamar Namor.
Wow, I can't believe he didn't get my villain name right.
You just changed it though.
Guess that's fair. I'll give him another hour or so.
Okay, yeah, you had to spread the infamy a little bit more. Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're headed to, the Laren spaceport. Everybody up for, a trip?
Yeah. Of course, I didn't think things would be moving this quickly, but sure.
Let's go!
This is a good thing, Cherno.
Yes. Yeah.
We're parked on the helipad.
Okay, so the giant carnival train has one of those dust covers that you put on cars to keep them from accumulating dirt, and it takes all of the might of the combined crew to pull it off of the 6-car-long train, revealing the choo-choo train as is
There
the
it
current
is.
placeholder name.
The choo-choo
in
train in all of its
tacky
glory.
glory. Yes.
It's
Wow.
magnificent.
We really need a better name.
Captain.
What's
a
up,
word?
Wrangler? What's going on? I mean, Celestian, sorry.
I thought his name was regular.
Yeah, but that's when
Can
we're in
I-
villain form, you know?
May you talk alone. Maybe Épta.
Alright.
I appreciate your trust.
Kinda leaving Chutney out there.
Chutney ain't right.
He's perfectly normal. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he only made me scream twice in the last week.
This ain't about Chutney.
What's going on, Celestian? We'll come and have a huddle over here.
You gonna let stranger onto ship become herd?
If I remember correctly, you came onto our ship when you were a stranger and then tried to kill one of us to gain access or something?
Not kill, defeat. To become leader.
Okay, but you lost. And then Gideon said that I'm in charge. Right?
Yeah. But pray, you forgetting. Who was Captain Gideon's arch nemesis?
Gnarclaw.
And what was Gnarlclaw?
Like a dolphin or something? I don't remember.
No, he was a scrow.
Oh. What does that have to do with any of this?
Him, with the Hadozi, is scrow, and he wanna find Gideon.
I thought he was an orc.
Same thing.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know, if he is looking for Gideon for malicious intent, there's no reason we have to bring him to Gideon yet. That's what this whole adventure's for, right? Is to vet him out, make sure that he's cool, you know? Not Gnarclaw.
Yeah.
Oh, he does look
I'll
very
give
gnarly, doesn't he? Does he have claws? I look back.
He
You'll
doesn't
see
have
he's biting his nails when you look back at him.
Celeste, laughing. Luigi told me that when you talk to people, the best thing to do is find things you have the same. He seems to be really bad at talking, and so am I. And maybe we can win each other's trust by talking about how bad we are at talking.
Celestian,
You sure you want to do this?
I know you're very worried, but also, we have you. You're like the baddest dude out there, right? You could beat the hooey out of anybody. So, like, if he does turn evil and try to hijack the ship, you'll be able to just bonk, you know?
All right.
I mean,
I
what's
keep
good?
eye on him.
Yeah, I mean, what's the good of all the plate armor and the swords that you buy all the time and hang on your wall like mole ninja shit? Like, if you don't... if you don't put them to use every now and then, right?
Yeah. I just saying, keep your eyes open.
Will do.
Celestian's gonna walk past Prey and make a point of bumping Cherno as he walks past him.
Sorry, very thin halls.
I understand. Many things are built for much smaller humanoids, and you see, Cherno is already scrunched up. He's quite tall.
Yeah, you should try losing weight.
You're not the first to tell me that.
While that was going on, I want to have crawled over to Chutney, and I just want to kind of like look him over.
Chutney is like muttering under his own breath the entire time.
I would like to make a medicine check, just to get an overall kind of feel about
Not
Chutney.
good.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll me a medicine check to see if anything that may be afflicting Chutney is known to you.
18.
An 18. It's hard to assess the symptoms of a patient, especially when you have no prior history with him. There doesn't seem to be any like physical afflictions, but he definitely has some like psycho-presenting symptoms. Like he is clearly jittery. He has like tremors in his hands, and his muttering is akin to some sort of like awful anxiety disorder.
Not my area of expertise. I'll just waddle back to Cherna.
Okay.
I'll head to the helm. And I'll yell to everybody, before we leave, I gotta make a quick pit stop. Hope everyone's okay with that.
It's your ship, Captain.
Chutney, do you need anything? Are you okay?
Where are we going?
We're gonna stop by the Arcanarium, and then we're going to the Laren spaceport.
Oh, very well. Yes, bully. I'm excited. Not excited.
That boy needs help.
He needs some milk. So you're gonna try and fly to the Arcanarium, is what?
Yeah, I'm gonna just...
Okay. So the carnival train lifts off and then does the equivalent of moving forward one parking space.
Yeah, it's like...
And then
Yep.
plants down.
Why walk when I can spend an hour tuning to the helm, get up, move over, and then land? It's way easier.
Okay, so the most unnecessary spell jamming just occurred, and Praecordium, you're going to take to dismounting from the ship and heading into the middle district where the Arcanarium is located.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come, I'm gonna go see my dad real quick, because, you know, he's probably pissed off at me.
I'll join.
You sure you want us there?
Sure! Be more intimidating with more people. I can say I have a posse now, you know?
Hey, I guess.
I think we should go.
Okay.
So, Praecordium, as you approach the Arcanarium that stands at the edge of the square of Olympus, you look up to the monolith that bears down on the theocratic quarter of Brawl. But at the base, you see a like wooden fence that has been placarded up around the Arcanarium, and there are clearly like a construction crew who are bringing in like giant automata that look more or less like bulldozers.
Well, it seems as though that Happy Beholder is not the only place remodeling. Construction must be good in Brawl these days.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of work going on right now.
I'm gonna go into my backpack and I'm gonna take out a leather jacket and put it on. I'm gonna get out some sunglasses, put them on.
I like to imagine it's just his dad remodeling his room into a bowling alley.
I'm gonna hand out. Anyone want some cool sunglasses so we can be, you know, badasses going in there?
I got my own. Thank you. And
I last time I tried that, it kind of got stuck to my head and I had a hard time pulling it off.
Sorry, I don't have very small sunglasses, but it would have been cool, Balance.
It's okay. I do.
Oh, there we go. I knew
They're
I
little
had
John Lennon sunglasses,
Yeah.
right? They're little,
Yeah, they're a little orange glass round frame glasses that he puts
Perfect.
on.
I knew I had a good feeling about you too. Like, I'm gonna straighten out my leather jacket and I'm gonna go walking in like I own the place.
Okay, so you stroll up to the padlocked gate of the construction site, and there are two workmen who are kind of like stood out front, surveying the site, and they turn to look at you and they put their hands up. Whoa! You can't come any closer. This is a work site. You need a hard helmet.
Excuse me. Do you know who I am?
You look familiar.
Let me through.
Did-
I live here. This is my house.
Oh. Oh, you must be Dargaz's kid.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, buddy. I can't believe he didn't tell you, but he sold the Arcanarium.
Oh.
To who? Not to the
some
Doa. Please don't.
No. That would be absolutely absurd now. No, actually, it's been bought up by what's his name? Icarus.
Icky bought this place?
Yeah.
I need to speak with Icky right now.
Oh well, he's not here, so I don't know how you get in contact with him. But it was all above board, big exchange. But you'll be happy to hear your father's opening up a new business.
Okay. Where?
He's bought up some warehouse space down at the docks, and he's gonna open up a new shop called the Arcane Warehouse.
I'm having trouble parsing all this, but this is not your fault. This is just
Oh, thanks.
crazy
I appreciate
stuff.
that. Normally people come here and they just yell at me, and I'm just trying to do
Yeah.
my job.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys keep up the good work.
Thanks.
See Icky?
What?
Tell him Equinox says hi.
Oh, okay. I thought Dargaz's kid was called Praecordium.
Yes, it's fun nickname.
That's cute. Just to let you know, though, seeing as this is like personal affairs, your father just said to me that if you came around to tell you that, you ain't gonna be able to find him anywhere.
But you just said he would be in the dock district, making a warehouse.
He's got a new business there, but he's got some contacts running it for him right now. I don't have the details on exactly who's involved with that project. Not until the surveyor book gets to me in a few months. But basically, he seemed all like. I mean, he's normally really blue, right? But it's like the blue drained out of his face. The guy was a ghost of himself, like he was scared of something.
Funny, I'm scared of something too. He didn't say anything else other than I will not be able to find him. That was the only thing he said.
Yeah, he said, like, it is gonna be absolutely impossible for you to find him, and for anyone to find him. He will not be found unless he wants to be.
That's an issue. Well, if you ever get found by him, can you let him know that his wonderful and loving son Praecordium is looking for him?
Oh yeah, I'd let him know. You seem like a sweet kid.
Yeah,
are these
I'm
your friends?
very-
Oh, you got?
These are my. This is my crew. This is Chernow.
Is that your son?
He's pretty cool. No,
Is that what baby Arcane
that's-
look like?
It's not my son.
No.
That is
Oh.
not. That is not Dargaz's. You think Dargaz would have a grandchild that looks like that?
Apparently, he's older than all of us. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, that's
I'm very
that's weird.
I don't know if he's older than you, Chernow. How old are you, Chernow? You're decrepit.
You see, I think last time I checked, I was 42.
Oh wow, you aged gracefully.
Had a hard life.
he just laughs at that. Just,
Okay.
you don't even know the half of it. I'm quite pretty for one of my kind.
Oh god. Oh,
Yeah,
you all have yourselves a fine day. I'll take what you said into account, and if I see Mr.
What's your name?
Icarus,
Construction worker. Do you have a name?
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, I'm Bill.
Bob.
No,
the
no,
builder.
No, that's Bob.
Oh, okay. There he is.
I'm Bill.
Bill the builder. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
He's-
I'm Bill.
he's
I'm Bill the
Bill.
Bugbear Builder. That's
Yeah.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a good
We
one
call him
there,
Billy the
Bill.
Color Blocks.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Right. Can't find my father anywhere. One last stop before we head off. Everybody back onto the Spelljammer.
Okay.
I get
So you
on
walk
the
all the way
Spelljammer.
back from the Olympus
Yeah.
Square
Yeah.
to the Spelljammer.
And
You lift off.
It lift off, and we gotta go over one party's but lift. I want to go to Gamelon's tower that we found.
You want to go to the site where Gamelon Idagir's curio shop used to be. Well, not the curio shop, the tower where his family was living in the.
That's right,
archery.
and I don't like how you said he used to be. Because it's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore. There's just some regular old
Wow.
townhouses in its place.
Right. Épta, remember that issue that I was talking to you about? Maybe I waited
Yeah,
too
no,
long on solving that issue because now everybody's gone and I don't know what happened.
We were talking quite a bit about the villain names that may, because we were like in that.
Yes, we should have prioritized thing hunting me information on that thing above villain rebranding. But I always thought my father would be at the Arcanarium, so I mean, that's really on him, you know?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't help that we didn't leave the bar at all at that time. We were just like in there 24/7.
I mean, it was happy hour.
This sounds like your problem.
No, you see, what I was doing was shifting the blame. It's a really cool trick. My father's problem. There we go! It's over. It wasn't my fault. Alright.
So the therapist called it gaslighting. Yes.
Yeah.
I will lean down to Cherno's ear. I'm starting to think we make mistake.
Maybe, but if it leads us to Gideon, we gotta do whatever it takes.
Yes, I help you. We do this, but begrudging.
I mean, just watch that blue one. He did something weird to me when he touched me.
Okay, I don't let him touch me.
Might be a good idea.
Right. Every aboard the... Come on, let's get something. It's gotta roll off the tongue. Everybody on board the...
East train.
East train? What? the Spelljammer Express. That's awful.
Oh God, James.
Wow.
Some of your worst work. You know,
Everybody
maybe-
onto the choo-choo train.
Maybe
Yay,
let's
we're back
not
to that
take
one.
months to think about name again.
The Jamanarium.
No, that kind of...
Jamanarium.
no. That's like back to the Arcanarium. Alright, let's go. To the Laren
See, like,
Spaceport.
in honor of your lost home.
The Praecordium sting plays, but we're back on the choo-choo train as its placeholder name. And for real this time, we're actually going to take it somewhere, not just 10 feet in every direction. We're actually going to fly to a different...
Does anyone want anything from that mobile station?
We make like a little drive by.
Get some
Yeah,
tacos.
it's
Roll
like
down
a
the
gas
window.
station in the middle. Yeah. Whoa, a Wendy's!
the Spelljammer Wendy's, it's right there. Oh, we gotta go.
I want a Frosty.
I think that Bellinus is concerned that Praecordium doesn't actually know how to fly the thing because we keep only moving like 10 feet.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna proceed to enact the serpentine maneuver where you like slink it up in a big like corkscrew
Up in
and
the
then
air.
out and into the tiers of Saluna proper and beyond until you guys break through the illusory layer of shroud that covers the faces of the moon. Now, once you're beyond those, for those of you who are not familiar with Saluna, Saluna is covered in an illusory blanket to stop those on Toril, the planet below, from seeing the activity on the moon. But you pass through this veil and you head straight down into the jungle ward, this eclectic, almost like symbiotic jungle town in this huge metropolis that is the Leyron spaceport, and towards the Arena of Blood, the great Colosseum, where the tests of strength and might between organic and inorganic creatures takes place. You park in the now vastly empty Spelljammer Park because there's no event on today, and you can make your way towards Alkmaar Namor, the owner of the Arena of Blood's main office.
I'll walk in like I own the place, like I walk into every place I walk into.
Okay. You walk in, and as you swing open the doors to this incredibly sanitized and gaudy office that is inlaid with marble and ebony stone, a jet black tabaxi sits behind the reception desk, and as you
Laser!
walk in, he sits up. Hello, my friend.
How's it going? How's the Sex Panther hanging?
Oh, it is good. I just installed a new modification.
Really? What does it do?
Yes. It adds extra sex to the panther.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
I mean, that... You know, if you had to change it, you made the right move, my friend.
The waterbed now vibrates.
I am, as you might know, the villain formerly known as Dillon, now known as Equinox, of the Super Union of Villains. I have a meeting with your boss.
There's a lot of names, very confusing, but
Equinox!
Equinox.
That's right. This is my friend Durango.
Yes.
Ciao.
I've never seen one of those before. Cool monkey friend. And you're big and scary. Do you want to join the Arena of Blood as a warrior?
Not my style anymore, but thank you for the offer.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's on the docket. I believe we have some cargo that needs transporting.
Yes. Is just you or who these people your crew now?
Oh yeah, they're part of my posse.
Oh, very good. I'm sure Mr. Namor will be very excited to hear that you have expanded your legion. Okay.
We are SUV.
Quickly check with him, and he'll take a small stone out of the drawer of the reception desk and speak into it.
Mr. Namor, you have a Equinox. It is Praecordium. Here to see you.
And Épta will go like, grrr.
Just send Equinox up to my office.
What's going on, Épta? Are you having throat issues again?
No. See, a bit more. Luigi said to be more aggressive, so grrr. Wait, no, I'm Durango. Grrr. Please don't look at me funny, cause that will cause me make me upset. Grrr.
You hear that? That's my protege right there.
Oh, I am very scared right now.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Villainous will
I didn't
pretend to be scared.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to intimidate you. I just was like putting my place there, making sure my space was known.
I'm gonna slip Laser a gold coin.
Oh, thank you, Equinox. Mr. Namor is free now. You can go and see him.
Wow, really way to play that slip cool there.
Yeah, he bit it as soon as you handed it there. Okay,
Right.
you want to go up to see Namor?
That's right.
Okay. Well, as you ascend the steps, the ceiling overhead begins to rise, and the majesty of the top floor of Namor's offices are grandiose and telling of the man's self-indulgence. You throw open the twin doors of his office, and beyond, in a completely jet black boardroom with a long elliptical table and suitably fashionable chairs arranged around them, you see the velvet-clad, satin-haired, dusky-skinned Alcamar Namor facing out, looking through his North Bay window, admiring the tall trees and tenements of the jungle ward.
Well, we meet again, Mr. Namor.
Ah, if it isn't exactly who I wanted to see. You took your time replying to my message, my friend.
I am always fashionably late.
I like your style. Truly villainous, no, Equinox?
You got the memo.
Well, I must say that the state of your crew has changed some, but I assume that you have found people just as capable as the likes of Mr. Gideon.
As always. Would I work with anyone else? I know these people like I know the back of my hand.
Quite an array of creatures of wild space, eh? You got a little Hadozi, a scroll, and now that is an acquired find right there. An Ortling.
He's not for sale.
I'm not looking to buy people. It's illegal. Why would I do such a thing? Now, if you wanted to enroll him in some exhibitions, then that is a different deal.
How much are
People
we
would
talking?
love to see. I would.
No,
No,
I
you
won't
know-
hear the answer. Hush now.
Very well, my friend. I take it you're interested in doing a job for me.
Yes, the cargo mission.
Yes. Well, I have it on good authority that you have come into acquisition of a train, no?
We have. And if you've heard anyone refer to it as a name or anything,
No, this is not important. What is important is that you now have the ability to freight large amounts of cargo and over long distances, no?
yes.
This is good. Now, I don't normally trust people with my most precious possessions, you see. I'm a very protective person, but unfortunately my hand has been forced, you see. There has been a real uptick in piracy and assorted mania in this particular corner of wild space. And most of my large shipping vessels have either come under attack and been stolen or taken enough damage that it's no longer viable to them to be used.
Well, I will say that one of the most prominent pirates in this region is terrified of me. So,
Oh, this is good indicator of your prowess, no?
that's right.
I like what you showed me in the Colosseum. I went a little hard on you. Maybe you would have won with my normal crew of bots, but
Just saying,
now I've got something a bit better for you.
I don't remember that fight at all. I was hit very hard in the head. But I'm sure it was good.
Very good.
You sure that's not why you're forgetting everything?
See, now I'm worried because I don't remember forgetting.
That's kind of how it works.
Oh, that monkey's voice is so sultry.
Yeah, I know. It's very. It sounds very
And
confident.
he's got the cool glasses as well. Have you ever considered becoming a superstar?
I don't like the attention.
Ah, that only makes you more mysterious.
So mysterious you don't know that I've been in this building before, but
Oh,
Whoa.
I like your style, mi
Wow.
amigo. Maybe one day you'll soften up to the idea, huh?
He was actually in the fight.
no.
No, now you're being ridiculous.
Man, really tried to sell you on that one.
This is all besides the point, you see. First, I need a great amount of freight shipped. The most precious article in my possession is quite small, but it needs professional protection. Can't be getting damaged.
Well, you've come to the right people.
He
Is
picks
it
up.
a really expensive egg?
He picks up a stone, and he'll speak into it.
Laser, send up Mr. Moon.
And then he'll place the stone back down, and he'll kind of like stroke his satin tunic as he's waiting, and just like looks at his nails and watches you. Doesn't say a word until the doors are kicked open, and through the doors step a barrel-chested, 6'9", red-scaled dragonborn who has thrown over his shoulders a bright scarlet and golden embroidered cloak. Bristling out from the ends of the sleeves is a pair of platinum prosthetics. Along each knuckle and joint of his hands is set a diamond. He has one arm slung around a beautiful elven woman, and another arm slung around an incredibly handsome human man. And as he enters the room, he like slaps them both on the rear and indicates for them to leave.
Oh my god. Is that Diamond Heads? The Diamond Heads?
Now you have to be cool, Equinox.
I'm cool.
Yes, this is none other than the Realm Space famous Diamond Hands, the greatest champion of the Cybernetic Fighting League.
This guy's the real deal, Épta.
And his teammates look good.
He's gonna walk over to the very end of the table, like on the opposite side of the room to you all. He slings a chair out, sits down in it, and he puts his cowboy boots up onto the table, and he leans back. And as he does, he pulls out this long like crystal pipe that is bright red, and the very end of which is shaped like a snarling what can only be described as a long dragon, a dragon of East Asian design, and he'll take a long draw on the pipe. This is the best you got?
Wait, should we all try to look intimidating?
I mean, we are the best around, so if you're wondering about our quality, then
You know
We have
what?
a 100% track record.
I remember
100%.
you. And he points at Praecordium.
I could never forget that big blue head.
did you watch my fight?
Oh yeah.
Was it good?
I wouldn't call it a fight though, I call it a massacre.
Wow, he
'Cause
did
they
that
lost.
Seem to recall that you were dropped a couple times by the stretcher bearers. on the way out.
Oh, that's why I can't remember it. You're right.
Yeah.
Man.
Look, Namor, I'm real comfortable here on the moon. This is where Diamond Hands lives, okay? I don't need to be going anywhere. And definitely not to Chandos to fight some wet behind the ears rookie, okay? Well, you say this, but it is in your contract, you see, Diamond Hands. You must do as you are told until you have fulfilled the parameters, or you're going to owe me a lot of money. That old negotiating tactic, huh? Whatever. If I get killed because of this, whatever they call it, shipping company, you cost yourself a fortune. Well, I'm
Well-
sure you'll all be getting along very well.
I assure you, you are safe in our hands because I've hired new blood. Check out these guys, they're awesome. I point to the monkey, the squishy head guy, and the old scroll.
You look like you can fight. And he'll gesture towards Chatterbog.
I can. I have.
Yeah. Monkey looks cool too. Nice glasses.
Thank you.
What the hell is an Ortland doing here? Ain't that a bit freaky?
Well, Épta here has been under my protection for like 2 months now, and he's still alive, so you should be fine.
And I've been training for a whole month on how to talk.
And he's still not good at it.
I'm actually surprised. I've met your kind before, Ortland, and ain't none of them ever spoken out loud.
Yeah, see, that's how powerful I am.
I'm impressed. Not gonna lie. Everyone here, you're doing pretty good, except for you when he points to Praecordium again.
Never meet your heroes, kids.
Okay, Praecordium, I'm sorry that he brought you down, but he's really cool and he complimented me, so I feel really good right now. This has been a really good month for my mental health.
I just think that me and, like, reptilian cowboys don't get along for some reason. And something about, you know, there's a disconnect, and I don't know why. But I guess let's go. Where are we bringing him? To a fight? Chandos.
Yes, I need you to take him and all of his paraphernalia, all of his setup, all of his crew. I need you to take them from here on the Laren spaceport to Chandos, to the Great Arena.
That's another water planet, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's predominantly yes, but it's,
Man,
it's,
what kind of luck am I having, huh?
but this time around, the great arena is not underwater, if that's what you're worried about.
Glad for that. We don't have to fight in the arena, do we? We're just transport, right?
No, you do not have to be in the exhibition.
Man.
I can set you up with a fight if you want. I can pay you.
I mean, we'll think about it. Every time I step in the arena now, I hear this weird ringing noise in my head, so...
Okay. So is there.
Pardon the interruption, but you said that they're pirates after Mr. Diamond Hands?
No, pirates after Diamond Hands. Just pirates who are trying to cut around my bottom line, you know?
You don't...
Can I try inciting this person?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll me an insight check. Okay. That's a 13 with the roll and modifiers there, Chernobog. This character is like no creature you've ever seen. Obviously, the wonders of this particular material plane are totally foreign to you, but nothing has kind of like imposed on you this like force of personality or almost like animal magnetism in the same way that Nomura is protruding. Whilst you don't glean any like further details that are, you know, potentially not obvious, it is keenly obvious to you that his entire manner, his entire demeanor is meant to almost like intimidate and dominate you. He has no, it's like he is totally free of fear, and he almost like puffs his chest out like he thinks he could kill everyone in the room.
Well, if you say so, just... So why are pirates after his items? Isn't that all we're carrying?
Well, this is because normally I am transporting clockwork horrors and the like, you know? These very valuable automata that these pirates, these warlords, these whoever they are who is doing this, are very interested. They think they can master them like I do and use them for their own affairs. I imagine most of them get destroyed as soon as they open up the crates.
Okay.
To be clear, if we come into contact with pirates, is finders keepers anything we take from them?
If you take anything from them, it's yours. If you want to sell it back to me, I'd be very happy to pay you.
Yes, okay. This works for me.
Right.
Good. Seems
Well-
like one of you is a businessman. I like that.
Well, speaking of business, how much are we getting paid for this, you know, delivery as well?
Delivery of my most important package?
Right.
I give you 10% of the card.
Whew! On a Diamond Heads fight?
Yeah, it should net you a cool 100,000 gold, no?
We're making bank. All right. We have a deal.
Okay, he'll reach out his hand and he'll clutch your hand, Praecordium, and he does so in a way where he like pulls you forward and shakes you around like a rag doll. Very
Wee.
domineering. Wee! Gives you the old Trump shake. He'll walk over.
I imagine that we want to seal the deal with the whole crew, no?
And he'll shake hands with Cherno, and Cherno again, despite how battle-hardened and strong you are, this man who is only around 5'6" and very slight of frame, he's like graceful. He completely overpowers you as well.
Quite strong.
Yes,
It's
you know,
admirable.
I work out.
And he'll give you a smirk. He'll walk over to Belinus and he'll offer his index finger.
To grab his finger.
Yeah, he'll shake you up and down off the ground. And then he'll walk over to Épta and extend 2 fingers.
Épta will grab. Okay.
You sure you don't want to fight, my friend? People would come from all over Wild Space to see your big round-headed Myrinas.
No, thank you. I'm putting on an act so people will listen.
It's okay. We all wear a mask.
And he'll wink at you.
Okay.
As soon as he starts doing that with Épta, Épta goes, ah!
Oh, it's strange. Diamaxius, it's time for you to go. Be nice to your escorts, okay? They're the ones who will be feeding you. Don't forget. Huh. What'd I tell you about using my real name? I get to do what I want around here, Diamond Hands. You're mine.
Diamond Hands will immediately like kick the chair up and it'll fall over. He'll turn, and as he turns, he's like bare-chested, but he has this like super cool scarlet and gold duster that like whips up around him like a cape, and he walks off as he takes like a hat that he walked in within his hand and like places it on his head.
Right. The choo-choo train is out front.
Give me a second. I gotta deal with someone first, and he'll go to outside of the office, beyond the reception, and he'll confront the groupies that he came in with, and he'll be like, "You can't come with me, but you know, when I come back, old Diamond Hands will want to see you again." And he'll give them both winks, and they both kind of like swoon and then cry in floods of tears.
They have a
Wow.
really strong friendship.
Very strong friendship.
It's nice to see in this cold space area.
So that carnival train over there, that's yours?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beaut, right?
Yeah, it's all right. It's a little tacky, but it'll do the job.
I mean,
I'm
if
really
you ever
looking
want to
forward-
hire us on
is it-
later down the line, we have a big stage. You could hold a fight in the middle of realm space. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think anyone's ever done that before.
That'd be cool. Now, my people, they're gonna come and they're gonna load this thing up for us, so you don't have to worry about none of that. You're gonna have to deal with my scale preener, my makeup artist, my trainer. There's a lot of people gonna be aboard the ship now.
Well,
okay?
he'll be right on, you know, he'll be right at home, the trainer.
Yeah,
Uh,
whatever that
wait.
means.
He's a
Good.
trainer. He
I-
likes
I-
trains, I presume.
Can I shoot him?
You got a gun?
I'm confused. Why won't you bring your best friends? They seem like they're going to miss you a lot.
Man, maybe I was wrong about all this.
I mean, they can come. We have plenty of room on the ship.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. But it's gonna take like all day to load up all the stuff. So in the meantime, I guess we're gonna be out in wild space with each other for at least a week or so. So may as well get friendly now. Come on then, and he'll start walking off towards the closest lightning rail station.
All right. I guess we'll follow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's under our
so,
protection now, so.
So as he's walking, he'll turn his like big duster inside out. So now it's completely gold and with red trim, and then he will like place gold gloves over his metal prosthetics, his platinum prosthetics, and he will place like sunglasses over his eyes and pull the collar or like the lapels of the duster around so it covers most of his draconic snout in an attempt to not be recognized by the public.
Yes. Gold cape, very inconspicuous.
Yeah. Blending right in. I mean, you do look badass, but I mean,
Okay.
sure you don't want like a raggedy old cloak to go over all that, or no?
I won't be seen in no raggedy old cloak.
Well, no one will know it's you.
Ain't a big
I
deal.
have a raggedy cloak, and it's pretty comfy now. I had to do patches.
Right. Well, I guess you lead the way. Let us know when you're ready for takeoff.
He'll board the lightning rail, and he'll get you all tickets. He'll pay for them himself. He just like throws platinum at the teller, like money
Very
is no object to him.
inconspicuous.
Yeah. And it's clear. Yeah, it's very clear that the teller immediately recognizes him, but is also terrified to say anything for some reason. Like he doesn't want to, doesn't want to like out Diamond Hands for who he is, and he'll give him the tickets. You'll board, and he's actually taking you. You see on your tickets, it's marked that you're going to the Crystal District, the hub of finance, where the party previously had broken into the headquarters of Apogee Corporated, and he gets off at the stop known as Draco Vance.
It's a nice
Which
part
may
of
be-
town.
Yeah, incredibly beautiful. The area outside the lightning rail station that you join onto is it's like a wall to wall. You can't see, like these streets are so crowded with skyscrapers of immeasurable height, twice as tall as anything that you would see in the real world because of the low gravity of the moon. They can build things so much higher without having to worry about the engineering logistics of such things. And all of these towers are made from beautiful gleaming crystal glass made out of some like super heated space dust. And he'll walk into the lobby of Draco Vance, which is colossal, large enough that there are several adult and ancient dragons in the same room, all kind of like having conversations with each other.
Yeah, that was the biggest shock for me. I couldn't go to this area for a long time.
He'll like, once he's inside, he'll unbutton his robe and turn it inside out again, get himself all diamond hands up, and as he's walking past, the dragons are all kind of nodding at him, and he'll nod back at them and tip his hat, and he'll kind of like gesture for you all to follow behind him.
Yeah, I follow. I'm just kind of looking at all these dragons.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I mean, if we recall, Gideon attempted to break into this place and got apprehended by the very red dragon that threatened to destroy the Artemis, but then ended up eating Gliz instead.
That ate Do we see him anywhere?
No, you don't see Gliz anywhere.
No, not Gliz, the dragon. That
the dragon,
ate Gliz.
no. You don't see that dragon in the lobby. He'll take you to what looks like a
Still
private
hungover.
elevator. It's clearly a private elevator because there's a little dragon wormling that is currently manning a like satin rope that keeps the elevator roped off from people, and it's only sized for small. Well, not small, like regular-sized humanoids to a large creature. And the wormling will look up at Diamond Hands he's entering. This wormling is of a chromatic variety. It's red, and it'll nod its head. Hey, Mr. Diamond Hands. All right, Alexis, open up. Yes, sir. And he'll unhook the satin rope. He'll push open the doors of he's doing all this with like his mouth and his little arms, and he'll allow you all to enter the elevator, to which you look down, and the elevator is then projected upwards by a tunnel of flame that like bends around and up and pushes the entire like pressure tight tube upwards.
Is there a big
Until you
red
get to the
dragon
top
down
floor.
there?
There's someone making the fire, and then you get let out into this like incredibly swanky bar that is just full of draconoids, and so there's some dracons, some dragonborn, various kind of like like dragon-scaled humanoids, like elves with like dragon scales on their necks and on their arms,
Like
and
draconic sorcerer kind of.
yeah, so like a draconic sorcerer deal, like people who have clearly had some sort of like dragon ancestry, and they all kind of like raise their glasses to Diamond Hands, and he waves everyone down and invites you all to sit up at the bar with him, where there is an incredibly classy-looking dragonborn who he's completely silver, and he wears a tuxedo with a silver tie, and he shakes up a cocktail and immediately serves it to Diamond Hands without even asking him what he wants.
Man. Listen, I've been to the swankiest elven place ever. This is way better. Like, you guys know how to do it.
Yeah, there's like some really good like blues being played in the corner.
Cool.
There's like a blues band with like a double bass and a grand piano, a
That's some
drummer.
funky shit.
Yeah, it's a lot more lively and sexier than the luxe and grandeur of the elven lofted gardens hotel.
Come here often, Diamond Hands?
Well, is my bar.
It's your bar? This place is awesome.
Thanks. Look, I'm sorry for snapping at you earlier. All right?
It's alright. I deserve it. I got fucked up in that arena. But you're like amazing. You're always one of my biggest heroes growing up.
It ain't nothing. Like, what is being a professional fighter? Like, I ain't a doctor. I don't save lives. I don't do nothing that really helps people in any significant way. I'm just do what I'm good at, you know?
I'm sure your fans would disagree.
Well, I do love my fans.
I will say, sometimes being doctor does not mean you save life.
Suppose that's true as well. Look, I gotta be upfront with y'all here, and there's a reason why I brought you into this bar. See, let's just say if we can't find an agreement, this is the best place for me to try and convince you. You get what I'm trying to say?
Hey, convince us of what?
I think I know what's going on. He's trying to butter us up with a lot of good drinks, so he can kindly tell us what he wants.
I mean,
Thank
we
you,
work for you now.
little fella.
All intents and
Yes.
purposes.
No, you don't work for me. You work for Namor.
Nabor owns you.
Well, not technically, but functionally, yeah.
I mean, I don't remember signing a contract with Namor. I was
That's
asked to
true,
protect
man.
you.
You were, and you shook a hand, and I'm telling you, once Namor shakes someone's hand, if they don't do what there was agreed to, he don't stop until he takes that hand off.
I mean,
Well then,
you don't want to go? It sounds like a nice vacation destination.
Look, I don't want to do this no more. I never wanted to do it in the first place.
you never wanted to be a fighter.
No, that ain't it. I never wanted to be another man's property. You know, I never wanted to be indentured into servitude by a contract. One that I signed when I was at my lowest point.
So you're trying to get out of this contract. Is that part of what you're asking us?
There ain't no getting out of this contract. That's for damn sure.
So what kind of at like a crossroads here. Do you not want us to take you? He'll just hire someone else, right? Like, what are you asking of us?
I want you to accept my offer. I want you to take me somewhere where Namur can never get to me. Somewhere where I might be able to be free.
Well, from my point of view, our job is to protect you. And if protecting you includes taking a few pit stops for long periods of time with no definitive end, I don't see anything wrong with that. Do you all see anything wrong with that?
I mean, this Namor person will not be pleased, will he not? If he can find us, he can find you, Diamond Hands.
I don't remember where we left Diamond Hands. We were keeping him safe from ourselves.
Look, I need you to take me to someone who is even more terrifying, even more powerful than Namor.
And who's that?
Well, there's only a couple options in all of this corner of wild space, I guess. I mean, you could take me to the Shao Emperor, but I don't think that he would ever deny the legislator of a deal agreed upon, and the bureaucracy of that society is so complicated I wouldn't even know where to start.
Can I point out the clear loophole here?
What's
It's
that?
about to mention something as well, I think.
Deal was to protect you, take you to planets so you fight. He never said we had to bring you back. That was not part of handshake deal.
Right.
So if we go, you fight, you do whatever, and then we put you back on ship, and then we just drop you off somewhere else. You don't know. We don't
Also-
violate deal, you get away, everybody win, except for Namor because you disappear. But fuck him.
I like your style, Monkey. What's your name?
I am Bellinus.
It's not bad thinking. That 100,000 gold could go a long way. Set you all up for a long time.
I
mean,
feel
not
like maybe we
really-
violate. He don't pay us, but
Yeah.
he's...
I mean, we're not really in it for the money. We're in it for the adventure, you know?
Well, you
Speak
see
for
the-
yourself.
The corridor ain't Namor's money. You see, the 10% is always left aside for the people who do the transport, and that's on the end of the great arena over in Chandos. So, if I fulfill my engagement, you would get that money.
Well, there you go. Everybody wins.
Except for Namor.
That's right.
I have a potential idea, maybe overkill, but it seems like Diamond Hand's biggest problem is that he's Diamond Hands. Perhaps after this fight, he no longer has to be Diamond Hands.
And you join the Super Union of Villains.
That's possible, but I mean, perhaps we could make it seem like Diamond Hands
Died in a horrific train accident.
I mean, look who's driving the train.
I'm reckless.
Fake my own death, huh?
I mean, it
Last
seems
leg.
You
I'd be
wouldn't be the
lying if I wouldn't have I said I wouldn't have thought about it. But see, I worry. I don't think the Moor is that foolish.
I have idea. It's bad idea, but I can stitch new arms on you, and we bring him back your hands.
Diamondhands looks back down at his prosthetic fists, and you see like wash of sadness go across his snout. Man, I mean, if there's any other way I could keep the fists, I mean, I kind of like them, you know. You don't want to. You flash these fists to somebody, and
Is there any other body part you won't miss? I could bring to him proof. I can give you new one. I just
new one. See now that this all sounds very worrying. I mean, Bellinus, I liked your style, but now things are getting all a little bit out of.
You wanted help, I offer help. You
No.
don't want, I don't do. It's fine.
No, I ain't trying to offend.
Well,
Let's keep that one in the bank. All right.
Well, why don't we? It's obvious we have to figure out something when we get to this planet, but for now, the plan is to at least get you to the fight and then see if we can
make
get
your
you out
money, and
afterwards.
then you help me out. That's all. I say that's a square deal.
If we could somehow communicate to like those points of contact while we're traveling, maybe we could figure out where we can drop you off.
I have an idea, but it might sound really crazy to you folk. But I have a super fan on the planet of Glyph. I think he'd protect me.
Glyph? We are not going anywhere near Glyph.
Why not?
What's wrong with Glyph?
Do you not see who is standing like 10 feet away from you?
I would appreciate not going back to my captors.
Do you know how quickly he would be eaten?
That is an issue. I'm sorry, little guy. I honestly didn't realize that you was anything more than cattle. But my flayer's got to eat something too, you know.
I just don't want them to eat me, and he'll pull up the cape and shows the patch so that has that KFC mind flare that says "Tenta looking good."
Tenta looking good.
This is the second
That's
time you
awful.
said that, and
I know.
hate it every time.
It's so stupid.
Well,
Can we just let's go do the tournament first, and then we'll talk about sacrificing ourselves to hungry mind flayers, okay?
look, it ain't like that no more, okay? Those mind flayers, the ones you're talking about, they died a long time ago. This is a new colony. Different times, different people. Mind flayers are people too, you know.
Yes, actually, my teacher was a mind flayer.
Well, there you go. They can't all be bad. Like,
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
Épta, we're just having an aside here. Your friend asked me to make sure you never get taken by mind flayers.
yeah, I'm not crazy about going to Glyph, but I understand where he's coming from. My master, he's actually trying to figure out a way to where mind flayers don't have to eat brains anymore, or at least not the brains of sentient beings. And he's a really good guy. Mr. Windstrider is really nice, but he's wrong about about all mind flayers, and especially my teacher.
Did he kidnap you from your teacher?
No, he saved me from the ranch.
Okay. Diamond Hands, what's the super fan? What's his name?
can't remember his name. It's all squiddly like, you know. It's Xerex, Losix, Cyrex.
Yeah, like Gagazon, like they've got
Yeah,
Sarumak, like it's...
yeah, something. I don't know. Épta, you help me here. You know this better than me. You got any names bound around like
Is it Qualisum?
That's him.
That's my teacher.
There you go.
We can guys. We can trust him. Do you know how to contact him without going too close to Glyph?
No, you see, I've never met the guy. He just kind of sends me lots of letters, and he's always at my big exhibitions. So if we're in Chandos, we're probably gonna see him there.
Do you have a recent
that's
letter
easy.
from him?
I don't keep the letters. Too many letters, you know. I try and read them all, but
Well, there we go. He won't be at Glyph, he'll be at Chandos. We can meet him there. We don't have to go into Glyph territory.
I it's just amazing. I haven't seen him forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's really these are my months. It's great.
I think that's the first time I've seen this guy smile.
Qualisum is a super nice
You're right.
guy. He taught me everything I knew.
I don't know how I
Alright,
feel
well.
about this.
Maybe next time on Spelljammer Tears of the Moon,
Yeah.
we can discuss more about our plans to bust Diamond Hands, which would be me, out of this contract that is totally unfair.
Oh.
What are you talking
man.
about?
sorry. I've been drinking too much.
Why does the moon cry? Did someone say a bad thing to it?
As Épta's trying to say all this, the curtain's closing on his head.
The
Okay.
bum's
Well,
still there.
This is Spelljammer. They have a beholder who literally breaks the fourth wall constantly.
Yeah,
It's
Luigi
wonderful.
kind of takes a cane
Mhm.
hook and scoops Épta off the stage.
Yeah, he's like, the wizard got me doing all kinds of rounds. You gotta get off the stage after. Next up, I gotta probably go fix Planescape. Now get out of here.
I'm beating my master.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in to what I hope you all found was an entertaining episode. The primer and hook for Arc 2 has now taken place. For those of you who didn't manage to catch the beginning of this 2-hour-long shortened session, make sure to go back and catch up once it's released on YouTube, or check it out on the live broadcast on Twitch now to enjoy the extra special video recap, which will also be released as a separate article on both channels. So thank you all so much for coming and tuning in. I had a great time. Thank you for those of you who joined us in the raid party. It would be awesome to hear your thoughts in the Discord and various other channels that we inhabit on the Legends of the Multiverse stream. And once again, everyone who is here, keep your nose to the ground and your ears to the wall about a upcoming series of Spelljammer one-shots, primarily reserved for those who follow us on both Twitch and YouTube. But that's it. Matt, give me your best little monkey big bass. We'll see you next time.
We see you next time. Spelljammer Tears of Moon.
Bye, everyone.
I could love that one.
Bye.